And we're here at The Rock, presented on here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live at Northside High School in Columbus. We got a big game here presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Coca-Cola Kinetic Credit Union, and Houston Clinic and Valley Hospitality. The number 13 ranked in the nation, Veterans Warhawks out of Kathleen, Georgia, coming to visit Northside here, who's ranked 60th in the country, 21st in all of Georgia, and 5th in 4A. Playing against the number 1 team in 5A, the Veterans Warhawks. They faced each other earlier in the season. Veterans came out with an 8-7 victory in extra innings. First pitch. In there for a strike from Weatherly Ridley, who starts on the mound. And leading off for the Veterans Warhawks is the center fielder, number 5, Raven Hodridge. Northside coming out in the white tops, red pants. Veterans all black with the blue socks. That one's hit foul towards the third base dugout for strike 2. 0-2 count now on Hodridge. For the Patriots today out in the field, we've got Kennedy Williams behind the plate and her battery mate, Weatherly Ridley, on the mound. The infield will be Cassidy Anderson, Kylie Fridley, Whitney Sykes, Sydney Malone rounding out the infield. Here comes a 0-2 pitch. Just outside. 1-2 count now. And then rounding out the outfield, we've got Taryn Stringfellow, Addie Renner, and Layla Phelps in right. Popped up. Fridley's under it. Makes the catch for the first out of the game. Here's a pop out to short. One down now here with Weatherly Ridley on the mound. Coming into the game, she's 11-4 with a 1.98 ERA. Almost 100 innings pitched on the year, 65 strikeouts. She's more of a let the defense work. A lot of ground balls, a lot of mishit balls off of her pitches. She's got a lot of movement up there. As that one goes up high and inside for ball 1. With number 88, the third baseman for Veterans, Maddie Kincaid, up to the plate. Again, these teams fought it off up in Kathleen, Georgia a couple weeks back. That one a little bit below the knees for ball 2. 2-0 count now on Kincaid. That one paints the black just below the letters for strike 1. 2-1 now. Weatherly Ridley, more of a, if you were a old school baseball guy, kind of a Glavin type of pitcher. A lot of movement, a lot of placement. Doesn't strike out a lot of people, but she gets the outs. But that one drops in behind second, goes into center. Renner picks it up, brings it into the infield. Kincaid with the first hit of the day here out to center field to get on first base. As that brings up number 86, the shortstop for the Warhawks, Rizzy White. Now with 1 on, 1 down. Ridley looking to get a double play here. Pop foul and caught by the first baseman as she runs out foul towards the dugout to catch it. Sydney Malone with the great catch for the second out of the inning. Showing off that athleticism over at first base is Mrs. Malone. As now we've got runner on first, 2 down for number 55, the first baseman, Caitlin Haynes. That one grounded towards third. It stays fair. Across the diamond for Anderson. Right into the glove of Malone for the third out. So the Veterans starts it off 1 hit, no runs, no errors, 1 left. as we head to the bottom of the first here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Vision's morning show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Vision's morning show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Vision's morning show, and download the Sports Vision's radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Strike one. Swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch as it tails outside for strike two. Anderson in an early 0-2 hole here. Poked out towards right field between the 3-4 hole. Anderson goes oppo. Gets the base hit. And with Cassidy Anderson on first now, we have the shortstop, number 23, Kylie Fridley, coming into the game batting .391 with 3 home runs and 19 RBIs, also leading the team with 17 stolen bases on the season. A little mixture of speed and power from the shortstop for the Patriots. She pops one out towards right field. She's under it, makes the catch. No tag from Anderson as she was off the bag, waiting to see if she'd make it, and she did, so she trots on back to first. One pitch against Fridley. Now there's 2 outs. And that'll bring up her counterpart on the mound, number 2, Weatherly Ridley, coming in batting .404 with 4 home runs and 19 RBIs. As she sends one out to center field and caught near the fence by Hodridge. And that'll end it right there for the Patriots as they go 0 runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. So we head to the top of the second here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite, obey your thirst.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
And we're back at the Rock for this big softball matchup between two nationally ranked teams, the veteran Warhawks and the Northside Patriots. Here's top of the second here, brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, Houston Clinic, and Valley Hospitality. As Weatherly Ridley gets on the mound ready to pitch to number 15, the catcher Haley Maloney. As that one tails just a little bit inside for ball 1. Nice little windy and sunny day here at the Rock at Northside High School. A little high on that one, ball 2. 2-0 count now on Maloney. Both teams so far in 1 inning, 1 hit apiece, leaving both stranded. It's still 0-0 at this point. That one catches the corner and the knees for strike 1. 2-1 count now for Weatherly Ridley on the mound. A little bit outside as that one goes into the left-handed batter's box. Just on the chalk there for ball 3. Maloney, the catcher, now in a hitter's count. And pops one out to the center field, just off the fence there. It looked like she was trotting. Guess she thought she hit one out there, and the ball decided to die. Hits the fence. She's left it first with a single. Not a happy coach right now over there for the Veterans Warhawks. Ridley can shake that one off, knowing it's just a really long single now. And that'll bring up the designated player for the Warhawks, number 18, Mia Ward. Now with 1 on and nobody out. That one on the corner for strike 1. Squares around the butt, pulls back, takes it just a hair outside, evens the count 1-1 now on the designated player for the Warhawks, Mia Ward. And a couple of the games I've called, Ridley will pepper a couple of hits out and get out of innings. She's tough as nails on the mound. Up, catch by. Great play at second. Whitney Sykes with the catch and the pop throw over to first to Malone to double up. Maloney, Mia Ward with the unfortunate 4-3 double play. As that erases any base runners on, and that'll bring up the left fielder, number 7, Braylon Horton. Now nobody on, 2 down for Veterans after that outstanding defensive effort by Sykes. A little high and inside there for ball 1. Popped out towards center. Renner gets under it, makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left on as we head to the bottom of the 2nd here. Still 0-0 on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Visions Morning Show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show, and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
And we're back here at Northside High School at the Rock for the big non-region matchup between 2 nationally ranked teams. Warhawks right now ranked number 1 in 5A, Northside number 5 in 4A. And that brings up here in the bottom of the 2nd, Sydney Malone, the first baseman, coming in batting .344. 2 home runs, 18 RBIs on the season, as that one's high for ball 1. Taking that first pitch. High and outside ball 2. 2-0 count on Sydney Malone now to lead off the 2nd inning for the Patriots. Down low, caught just above the dirt. Malone now with a 3-0 count. Let's see if Coach Carristory gives her the green light or has her taking. And it wouldn't have mattered either way because that one goes outside for ball 4. Malone reaches on a 4-pitch walk. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Addie Renner. Number 18 coming into the day, batting .317 with 9 RBIs and 10 stolen bases on the season. Squaring around the butt, drops one down, but it's going to roll foul on the first base side. Strike 1. As Renner goes now to an 0-1 count. Let's see if she squares back around here. Looks like they're willing to get the sacrifice here to put Malone in scoring position. Lays that one down. It drops foul as well as she tried to chase it low and outside, and it fell off the end of the bat, spun backwards for strike 2. 0-2 count now on Renner. Usually in most situations that means the bunt sign's off, but nowadays with analytics and everything else, I'm not sure. And she squares, pulls back. That one goes in the dirt, drops beneath the catcher. That Malone was taken off either way, and she ends up on second. So now still 1-2 count now on Renner. Malone in scoring position, nobody out in a 0-0 ball game. That one sails high to even the count at 2-2. Renner working her way back into this one after going down 0-2 quickly on 2 fouled off bunt attempts. Little check swing there as it drops back foul towards the catcher. Staying alive and battling now. Still 2-2 on the north side center fielder. Grounded foul towards the third base dugout to stay alive. Keeping the count 2-2. In the dirt. Renner's now battled her way to a full count. As we'll see the 8th pitch of the at-bat now. Great patience at the plate from Renner. And she works her way into a walk. Fouled off the first 2 pitches on bunt attempts. Worked to 2-2, then fouled off 2 good pitches to stay alive, and then ended up draws the walk. Making it first and second now with nobody out for Layla Phelps, the right fielder, coming in batting .364 with 12 ribbies and 10 stolen bases herself. A lot of speed at the bottom of the lineup for the Patriots. Malone running towards third, and looks like she might get caught, but nobody was covering second base. So after that ball was called, she heads back to second. No throws. Still first and second, nobody out for Miss Layla Phelps. Grounded towards the shortstop, throwing over to third, gets the force. Great heads-up play by White to get that one over to Kincaid to get the first out and get the lead out. As Phelps goes to first, Renner moves up to second. So now we got Phelps and Renner on base, first and second. Taryn Stringfellow up, the left fielder. Batting .327, 6 ribbies, and 14 stolen bases on the season. Tries to drag one, pops it out, foul down the third base line towards the dugout. 0-1 count now. With 2 on, 1 down for Northside. Here in the bottom of the second inning. That one goes into the dirt. Renner took off for third. Throw went down, got past the third baseman Kincaid. Horton backing her up and left. Kept Renner from going all the way home on that one. Little double steal as Renner and Phelps now put themselves both in scoring position here with 1 down with Taryn Stringfellow up. And a 1-1 count. That one sails outside for ball 2. You got 2 runners in scoring position now, 1 down. After that force, the last at bat from Phelps. That one's popped back foul towards the backstop to even the count, 2-2. Stringfellow looking to break things open here in a game knotted at 0. And she went, tipped, caught by the catcher as Stringfellow strikes out for the second out of the inning. Now with runners in scoring position, 2 outs. That brings up Raylan Warren, the designated player, coming in batting .340 with 2 home runs, 15 RBIs, and 12 stolen bases on the season. That one paints the black for a strike. 0-1 count on the freshman. See if Northside can get some production here from the bottom of the lineup to get some scoring. That one's hit out to right and drops fair over the first baseman in front of the right fielder, and Raylan Warren with a 2 RBI base hit. As Northside now takes an early 2-0 lead. The clutch 2-out hit from the freshman Raylan Warren batting in the 9-hole puts Northside ahead as we head back to the top of the lineup now. The leadoff batter, the catcher Kennedy Williams, who popped out to short her first time up, and drills one up the middle to center field. Warren makes her way around to third. There'll be no throw. Speed on the base paths. Still 2 down now for Northside. A little rally going on now as you got runners on the corners. Now to bring up Cassidy Anderson, who had a hit out to right field. A little opposite field hit for the Anderson. The lone hit in the first inning for the Patriots. And she looks to tack on another run or two here. Maybe find a gap. Takes a healthy cut at that one and misses for strike 1. 0-1 count now on Anderson, the third baseman. She's been known to drop a few on the other side of the fence. Takes that one towards right. And the catch is made by Dubbert over in right field to end the inning. With that, Northside takes a 2-0 lead here on 2 hits and 2 left on as we head to the top of the third. 2-0 Patriots on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite, obey your thirst.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
All right, we're back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, Houston Clinic, and Valley Hospitality, the Houlihan's. Get you some good happy hour food today. So we're now in the top of the third here at Northside. Northside with a 2-0 lead, proving that walks will kill you. Both girls that walked in the bottom of the second ended up coming around to score on a 2 RBI hit from Raylan Warren. As Northside ends that inning with 2 runs and 2 hits, leaving 2 on. Now leading off for the Warhawks in the third is Callie Stokes, the second baseman. Pops that one out towards right field. Phelps makes her way over to it. Right on the foul line, makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Weatherly Ridley looking for a shutdown inning here after her teammates plated 2 for her in the bottom half of the second. That'll bring up the right fielder for the Warhawks, Matty Dubbert. Nobody on, one down for Veterans. Strike one right down the middle from Ridley. Dubbert batting in the 9 hole. You got the top of the lineup coming up after this with Hodridge on deck. That one sails just a hair outside. Evens the count 1-1. Nice breeze coming through. Wind's blowing straight out to center today, which is right where we happen to be up here at the Rock. And Dubbert gets hit in the foot by the pitch, as that one seems to have gotten away from Ridley there and rolled up to the plate. So now with a runner on first and one out, the leadoff batter comes back up for Veterans, Raven Hodridge, who popped out to short her first time up to lead the game off. That one sails outside for ball one. These two teams battled it out earlier this season. I believe it was Northside's second game of the season before they went on a 14-game run where they won 14 in a row, going out to Kathleen, Georgia, and lost in extra innings. That one's grounded towards third. Neither one of them could get to it. It goes past Anderson. Fridley tried to get to it in the hole, couldn't. Stringfellow comes up with it in left field, and that holds him to just 60 feet up. As now we got runners on first and second after the base hit from Hodridge, with one down here in the top of the third. Now to bring up Maddie Kincaid, who had a hit out to center field. Really tosses that one a little bit high for ball one. 1-0 count now on Maddie Kincaid, the Veterans third baseman. That one just a little high as well for ball two. Really looking to work her way back in here with a 2-0 count on the third baseman for the Warhawks. Catches the corner on that one just below the belt for strike one. 2-1 now. 2 on, 1 down. Up the middle. It'll get through past the pitcher as everybody just moves ahead 60 feet again. They didn't want to test the arm of Renner out in center as she gets it into Williams quickly, holding Dubbert at third base. As Kincaid now goes to 2 for 2 on the day with 2 hits up the middle. And that'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, the shortstop for Veterans, Rizzy White, who popped foul to the first baseman in the first inning. That one sailed out towards center field. Renner. And that one goes over the fence as that ball carries, and Rizzy White with a grand slam here in the top of the third inning to give Veterans the 4-2 lead. Big hit there from White. As just after Northside took the lead in the last half inning, Rizzy White decided to go ahead and clear the bases with a huge home run to give Veterans that early 4-2 lead here in the top of the third, as now we've got 1 down, nobody on for the first baseman, Caitlin Haynes, who grounded out to third to end the first inning. Ridley looking to regain her focus. That one's low, ball one. That one about belt high across the black for strike one to even the count, 1-1 now. Again, nobody on, one down. Veterans just taking a 4-2 lead on the grand slam off the batter, Rizzy White. Low and outside, ball two. Both teams have been making good contact today. The lone strikeout on a bunt attempt that was fouled back towards the catcher. And to get in front of it, Fridley at short. The line drive as she moves to the left and gets in front of it, making the catch for the second out of the inning. So with that, now we've got two down, nobody home for the catcher, Haley Maloney, who led off the second inning with a hit off the center field wall. Just ended up being a long single as she was trotting it, thought it was out, and it wasn't. As that one goes in the dirt for ball one, 1-0 count now. Ridley looking to get out of this inning and regroup and let her offense get back out here and score some runs. Grounded towards short. Fridley makes the diving attempt, can't get to it. Goes just past her glove into left, and Stringfellow gets it in. Second hit of the day for Maloney. She moves to 2 for 2 now. And that'll bring up the designated player, Mia Ward, number 18. She lined out, double play line out to second base in the second inning. Looks like Haley Maloney is going to come out, and they're going to have a courtesy runner for her. Ground ball to short. Fridley makes the grab, scoops it, throws it across to Malone for the out. Good charge on that one. Make the charge, make the throw, get the third out, get out of the inning, get into the dugout. As we head to the bottom of the third, Northside now down to Veterans 4-2 on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to...
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Visions Morning Show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show, and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Right, and we're back here at the Rocket Northside High School. Callie Fridley up to the plate for the Northside Patriots, the shortstop. Flown out to right field her first time up. She takes that first pitch for a strike. 0-1 count now on Fridley. And that one sails high past the catcher for ball one to even the count. Northside now down 2 after the grand slam from Rizzy White in the last half inning, as that one goes in the dirt, 2-1. Takes a healthy cut at that one, fouls it back towards the backstop to even the count. Now it's 2-2 on the senior shortstop for the Northside Patriots. Looking to get some of those runs back. Down 2 here in the bottom of the third. Pokes that one foul towards the third base dugout. Trails along the fence out to left. As Fridley stays alive, keeping the count 2-2. Pokes that one up, popped up. First baseman makes her way over, makes the catch along the fence. Good awareness by Haynes there to get over to it and make the catch. As Fridley pops up, and that'll bring up the pitcher for Northside, Weatherly Ridley. Flew out to center field her first time up to end the first inning. Takes a hack at that one, fouls straight back towards the dugout, just missed it, 0-1. After scoring 2 in the bottom of the second, Veterans kind of took the air out of the atmosphere here with that grand slam in the top of the third. Ridley into the glove of the third baseman as Kincaid makes the catch on the soft liner. 2 up, 2 down for the Patriots, as that'll bring up Sidney Malone, who started that rally in the second inning with a walk. Swing and a miss, strike one. Patriots known to be able to hit the ball. The lowest batting average on the team in the starting lineup is still about .317 coming into today. Looks like the coaches for Veterans making their way out. Gonna have a little conversation here. Not sure what happened, if there was some sort of injury or something got in her eye, possibly. That's what it is, it looks like. Maybe some dust flown up. It's a pretty breezy day out here at Northside. Northside right now with nobody on and 2 down in the bottom of the third. Trying to mount a little bit of a comeback here, get some of those runs back after they gave up 4 in the last half inning. Looks like we're ready for play again here. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, Houston Clinic, and Valley Hospitality. Without those guys, we wouldn't be able to bring you the coverage that you get across the valley. All sports here. As that one goes into the dirt. I believe it's now 2-1. That one's popped back to even the count. 2-2 on the north side first baseman, Sidney Malone. Northside hoping to mount something here with that one goes outside, making a full count now. 6 players for the Patriots in their starting lineup have all hit multiple home runs this year, able to put the ball out there and get some runs on the board. Looks like another timeout being called here by the Veterans head coach, and looks like there's an injury from the catcher as she limps towards the coach and going to be going into the dugout. And with that, we'll take a Jack Houston Memorial injury timeout as they get this situated, and we'll be back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And we're back here at the Rock. Substitution for the Veterans Warhawks. That one's stroked out towards short. And the play is made by White. She gets that one across, and that'll end the inning here. 3 up, 3 down for the Patriots in the bottom of the third as we head back to the top of the fourth here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite, obey your thirst.
And we're back here at the Rock for the top of the fourth. Braylon Horton, the left fielder, flew out to center her first time up in the second. Veterans with a 4-2 lead right now. She takes that one in the dirt for ball one. They go to check with the first base umpire. He said she did not make an attempt. So it's still a 1-0 count now on Horton. Veterans leads 4-2 Ball 2 now as that one sails high. Veterans with the substitution last inning. There was an injury on part of Haley Maloney, the catcher. They bring in Bella Findlay off the bench to take her spot. Maloney ends the day 2 for 2. As that one looks at ball 3, 3-0 count now against the Veterans left fielder. That one's in there for strike 1. Looks like she wanted it to be a ball. She's ready to toss the bat. Well, that one stayed on the inside corner as it remains a hitter's count now, 3-1 on Braylon Horton. Ridley looking to come back from the 3-0 count here and get the out. Throws it. Pop foul just out of play. Malone going over to try to make it. It just cleared the fence. So that makes it a full count now on the 7-hitter for the Warhawks. Again with a 4-2 lead here. Ridley with the pitch, payoff. Nubbed out towards second. Sykes has to come up quickly. Gets the out on the stretch by Malone. Great defensive play. Sykes got rid of it quickly, tossed it over. Malone with the stretch to get that first out, and Ridley comes back from a 3-0 count to force a 4-3 out. And that'll bring up the 8-hole batter, the second baseman, Callie Stokes, who flew out to right her first time. Phelps with the catch out there. We got nobody on, one down in the top of the 4th. Fouled back, strike 1. Oh, 1 count now on Callie Stokes. Led off the last inning before that 4-run barrage on the grand slam from the veteran shortstop, Rizzy White. Popped out towards center field. Renner on the way back. And that one sails over the fence. The second home run of the day for the Warhawks. Both out to dead center. As they're timing up Weatherly Ridley right now. As the second baseman gives the Veterans Warhawks a 5-2 lead over the Patriots. Here in the top of the 4th. And that'll bring up Maddie Dubbert, the 9-hole hitter, who got hit by a pitch and scored last inning. Yeah, with the wind blowing straight out to center field, the ball tends to be carrying out this way, and them just timing her up and hitting it dead center. It's just falling over the fence for home runs lately. 2 big shots from the Warhawks to give themselves a 3-run lead here. 1 down, nobody on for Dubbert. That one's hit foul out of play for a strike. Ridley getting the sign. That one's poked out to Sykes, makes the catch on the line out. Another good defensive stab from the second baseman for the Patriots. She's made 3 great defensive plays here. Had a double play in the second inning on a line out to her. She quickly threw it over to first. The first out of this inning was a great play on a speedy runner in Horton, and then that line out right there. Now 2 down, nobody on Patriots down 3 here in the top of the 4th, and Raven Hodgers up to bat. 1 for 2 on the day with a hit to left and a pop out to short. Takes that first pitch, ball 1. That one poked out towards center field. Renner's under it, makes the catch. Takes about 2-3 steps to her right and gets it for the 3rd out of the inning. Veterans, 1 run, 1 hit, nobody on left on as we head to the bottom of the 4th here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
And we're back here in the bottom of the 4th at Northside. Addie Renner up to plate for the Patriots. She pops one out towards center field. And the catch is made for the first out by Hodridge. 1 pitch, 1 out. Patriots looking to get some offense here, known for their offensive firepower. 3-run lead isn't actually safe, but once you start getting into the later innings, you're running out of outs and running out of at-bats, and they have to get something going here as Layla Phelps comes up to the plate, the right fielder. Reached on a fielder choice, came around to score. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh, 1 count now on Phelps. Strokes one out down the line, goes foul on the fence. Puts her in an 0-2 hole now. Oh, 2 count on Phelps with nobody on, 1 down. Poked out towards left, and it's going to drop foul by the third base dugout as Phelps stays alive. Count stays 0-2. With Taryn Stringfellow on deck. Popped out towards short. Short stops under it. And Rizzy White with the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. That'll bring up Stringfellow, who struck out on a foul tip. Her first time up in the 2nd inning. Now nobody on, 2 down for the Northside Patriots. Down by 3, 5-2 here in the bottom of the 4th. That one's high, ball 1. Stringfellow hoping to get on to keep this inning going. Raylan Warren on deck. That one's hit foul, out of play. Warren plating the lone 2 runs for Northside so far with a 2 RBI single with 2 outs in the 2nd inning. In the dirt. Stringfellow steps back into the box, getting ready for the next pitch. Pokes that one up, drops in, but it rolls foul with the spin there. I believe that makes it a 2-2 count now on the left fielder for the Northside Patriots. Northside with a couple of non-region games going on. I believe they have one tournament coming up as well before they dip back into region play to end the regular season. That one goes outside to bring the count full on the speedy left fielder. I believe Northside's next region contest will be hosting Central Carrollton, who beat them when they went on the road a couple weeks back. And Stringfellow draws the walk. So that'll put a runner on first now for Raylan Warren with a 2 RBI base hit in the second inning. Stringfellow is known to run 14 stolen bases on the season right now. And that one's taken out towards right field. Goes foul along the fence for strike one on the Northside freshman designated player today. Stringfellow was taken off. Goes back to first on the foul. She's gone again. She takes off for second. Throw down, goes out to center. She doesn't advance past that as Hodgers was backing her up. Stolen base from Stringfellow. That puts her up to 15 on the year. Now 1-1 count on the freshman with a runner in scoring position now. Swing at a high and inside pitch for strike two. 1-2 count on Warren with 2 down here. That one low and in the dirt to even the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. Down 3 in the bottom of the fourth. Poked out to left. Past the third base coach as she battles to stay alive, keeping the count 2-2. Northside got a little action in the bullpen going on with Weems warming up. Poked up the middle by Warren. Stringfellow rounding third. The throw going in. She's safe. Touching the bag and on the throw, Warren makes her way out to second on the throw as an RBI single, and she advances to second on the throw. That gives the freshman, she's now 2 for 2 on the day with 3 RBIs. That'll bring up the leadoff batter, Kennedy Williams, the catcher, who's popped up to short and had us hit up the middle into center her last time up. Pokes that one, goes foul down the first baseline for strike one. As it's now a 5-3 ball game in favor of the Veterans Warhawks here in the bottom of the fourth. Northside trying to chip away at that lead. Maybe get a little 2-out rally here with the top of the lineup. That one's hit fair. Down the line, Warren rounds third. She goes home. Williams into second. Looks like she's rounding going 3 for the triple. She's going to slide in safe as a sophomore. Makes it a 1-run ball game. 5-4. As Williams strokes one down the first base line. The first baseman couldn't get to it. It get past the glove of Haynes. 5-4 ball game now as Warren comes around to score. RBI triple from Williams. Now to bring up Cassidy Anderson, who's had a hit out to right and flown out to center so far today. Northside, 1 run down here in the bottom of the fourth. Bat starting to come alive a little bit here. That one gets the inside black. Strike one on the third baseman. Leading the team so far with 7 home runs on the year. Looking for number 8 here to give her teammates a lead. Hit out towards second base. And it goes between the wickets. Right through the legs of the second baseman, Stokes. Williams comes in to tie. And now it's knotted back up, 5-5. 3 runs from the Patriots this inning. As we've got a timeout right now with the coach coming out to talk. We said Northside needed some runs. They got the offense to get it here as they got to the 4th inning with just 2 runs on the day, but plating 3 this inning to tie it back up. As the coach for Veterans is out to talk to his players, get them to calm down after this 3-run comeback here in the bottom of the 4th for the Patriots. 5-5. It all started. First 2 players flow out and popped up, so it's all been with 2 outs here. As 4 consecutive batters have reached base for Northside, 3 of them scoring. Now we've got Kylie Fridley up to the plate. She hits the first one foul down the third base towards the dugout. 0-1 count on the senior, who's flown out to right, popped up to first. Cassidy Anderson over at first base after reaching on the error by the second baseman to plate Williams to tie this ball game up. And she almost got caught napping off of first. Snap throw from the catcher. As that evens the count now, 1-1 on Fridley, the senior shortstop. In the dirt, ball 2. Northside looking to keep this 2-out rally going. It was looking rather bleak there for a second. 2 quick outs to start the inning. Poked out towards short, into the glove of White. She makes the snag for out number 3. Northside plates 3 that inning as they get the tie game back up as we head to the top of the 5th here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Visions morning show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions morning show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions morning show and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And we're back here at the Rock for the top of the 5th for this big non-region matchup between 2 Georgia powerhouse softball teams. 5-5 now after that 3-run onslaught in the bottom of the 4th from the Northside Patriots. Leading off right now, Maddie Kincaid for Veterans as that one goes along the black for a strike. The third baseman is 2 for 2 on the day with a run scored. Ridley trying to set her down and keep her from going 3 for 3 on the day. Strike 2 puts her in an early 0-2 hole now. Just outside on a chase pitch. 1-2 now as the atmosphere's come back a little bit. That 3-run fourth inning tying this game up. The fans are back into it. I've heard a couple air horns, a lot of yelling. That one's poked out to right field between the 3-4 hole. Phelps comes up with it, gets it into Sykes. As Kincaid now goes 3 for 3 on the day. Leading off this fifth inning with a base hit, and that'll bring up the one who did the most damage for Veterans so far today. Hit a grand slam in the third out to dead center. Rizzy White, the shortstop, who's 1 for 2. Popped out foul to the first baseman, her first at bat. That one's hit out towards right field. Phelps making her way in, and it's going to drop by the fence, foul for strike one. Ridley not worrying about that power that White's shown. She's coming right at her here. And she made a beat her one time, but she doesn't want her to beat her twice. That one is hit out towards right center field in the gap, though, as Phelps gets over to get it. Rounding second, going into third is Kincaid. As Rizzy White gets her second hit of the day. That'll put runners on quarter for Veterans now. Runners on the corners, I'm sorry. For the first baseman, Caitlin Haynes, who's grounded out to third and lined out to short, her 2 at-bats. So now runners on first and third, nobody out. Let's see if we can minimize the damage here. That one just a hair outside for ball one. 1-0 count on the Veterans first baseman. Ridley gets a signal. That one just over the head of the batter. Ball 2 now. 2-0 count on Caitlin Haynes. 0 for 2 on the day so far. That one into the dirt. 3-0 count as White takes off for second. Defensive indifference. No throw down to second base as she slides in or jogs in safely. Now the count's 3-0 on Caitlin Haynes. Ridley looking to avoid loading the bases here with nobody out. Strike down the middle. Still a hitter's count for the Warhawks first baseman Haynes, as it's 3-1 now. 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out here in the top of the fifth. Game all knotted at 5. Foul tipped off the shin guard of the Williams at catcher. Brings us to a full count now, as we'll have a payoff pitch upcoming. Ridley looking over to the dugout for the signal from her coaches. Payoff pitch. Just outside off the plate for ball 4. As we've now got bases loaded. Nobody out. So that'll bring up the backup catcher who came in the bottom half of the third inning, subbing in for Maloney, who was injured. Bella Findley now, her first at bat of the day. As she comes up here with bases loaded, nobody out in a tie ball game. Steps back out, calls time. And we're ready to resume play here as Ridley winds up. First pitch poked foul over the first base dugout. 0-1 count now. Sure, Ridley would love nothing more than to get out of this with no runs on the board, but bases loaded, no outs. Not sure what the analytics or the stats are on that one. That one's popped up to short, and it drops past. It looks like Fridley was charging in before the ball was hit, so nobody was there to cover behind second base. Nobody could get to it. Everybody moves up 60 feet now as it's still bases loaded on the base hit. Veterans takes a 6-5 lead here. Still nobody out after Northside just tied the ball game up in the bottom half of the last inning. Now to bring up Mia Ward, who's grounded out twice. I'm sorry, she lined out the second double play. Her first at bat, grounded out to short her second. That one goes high, ball one. Looking to keep the barrage down to a minimum here. Is ball two now, as that one's just outside. Looks like some of the Northside players aren't too happy with some of the calls on that side. We've seen a little bit of inconsistency, whether it was on the plate or off. Some of those have been called strikes, some of them haven't. And if you've pitched in any sport, baseball or softball, you know the outside corner, that's your bread and butter. That one sails high, ball three. Now a 3-0 count on the designated player for Veterans. Again, bases loaded. Nobody out. 6-5 in favor of the Warhawks. And we've got time called here by Ridley as she looks to exchange balls. Ward, the fifth batter, up to the plate this inning. Still nobody out. Ridley with the signal from the coach. 3-0 pitch incoming. Down the middle, strike one. Taking all the way was Ward on that one. Didn't move. See if Ridley can battle back. And ball four in the dirt as they walk in another run here to make it 7-5 in favor of our Veterans. There's still bases loaded, nobody out. 2 runs already plated. As we get to our 6th batter of the inning, everybody's reached base so far. It's Braylon Horton, the left fielder, who's flown out to center and grounded out to second in her 2 previous at-bats. A little huddle on the mound to get everybody back in order here. Shutdown inning would have been critical here after tying the game up with 3 runs in the bottom half of the inning to make it a 5-5 game, but so far now it's 7-5, bases loaded, nobody out still. Ridley struggling on the mound today. That one's fouled out of play. Strike one. 0-1 count on the left fielder for Veterans. Ridley back on the rubber now. Gets a six. Runners only move 60 feet on the base hit from Horton. That's another run now. Still nobody out. Still bases loaded. 3 runs are in already. That's the 7th batter of the inning coming up now. Callie Stokes, who's flown out and then hit a home run out to dead center her last time up. Looks like there'll be a pitching change As the coach comes out to take Ridley off the mound, looks like it's going to be I believe it's going to be, McKenna Williams is going to come out to the mound for Northside. And while she warms up, we'll take a break here.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic, and I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world. And Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Now McKenna Weems on the mound for the Patriots. She throws the first one high. As Weatherly Ridley struggled on the mound today, coming off after just 4+ innings. Giving up 8 earned runs and still responsible for the 3 on bases. There's bases loaded, no outs here in the top of the 5th. 8-5 in favor of Veterans. That one's popped up. Sykes is under it. Makes the out. First out of the inning here. Weems comes in, 2 pitches. Gets that first out. Maybe get some of those nerves out of the way. Everybody gets ready to regroup as Maddie Dubbert comes up to the plate now, who was hit by a pitch and scored in the 3rd and then lined out to second, her second time up in the 4th. 0 for 1 on the day with a run scored. Squares pulls back, ball 1. Weems getting the signal from the pitching coach in the dugout. Looks like that one might have been just a hair high or outside. Couldn't tell. Pretty close from back here, but ball on that one as it's now 2-0 on Maddie Dubbert. Bases loaded, 1 down now. 8-5 in favor of the Veterans Warhawks. High, ball 3. .30 count now. At this point, you just want to get it over the plate. You'd hate to walk in free runs here. Already down 3 late in this game. And that one's going to be up high or outside again. Look pretty close. As she walks in another run. And now 9-5. 1 out here as the leadoff batter for the Veterans Warhawks comes up. Raven Hodridge, the center fielder, who's 1 for 3 on the day with a hit out to left and a run scored. Popped up to short, flew out to center. As we've now officially batted around here in the 5th. Hit out foul down the third base line towards the dugout for strike 1. Again, 9-5 now. Veterans plating 4 here in the top of the 5th after Northside came back to tie it up in the bottom of the 4th at 5. Hoping to get out of this inning here pretty soon and get those bats back to work. Maybe mount another comeback as that one's in the dirt to even the count 1-1. Hit out towards center field. Drops in. Renner comes up with it. Throws it into Malone at the cutoff. Everybody moves up 60 feet again on another base hit. And another run scored. That's now 5 runs this inning for Veterans. As now they've doubled up on Northside here. It's 10-5. 1 out in the 5th. Matty Kincaid, who led off the inning with a hit out to right, came around to score. Strike called on that one. 0-1 count on Kincaid. 3 for 3 on the day with 2 runs scored. Outside ball 1. Evens the count. One count now as Weems tries to work this one to get out of the inning. Kincaid swing, foul, out past the bleachers. 1-2 count now on the Veterans third baseman, again coming in this at bat 3 for 3 on the day. Weems hoping to get her first out of the day here, as there's 1 down in the top of the 5th. That one goes into the dirt to even the count. 2-2 now. Again, bases loaded. Grounded out towards short. Fridley comes up with it, throws it across for the second out of the inning, but another run scores. As now it's 11-5. So now there's runners on second and third for Veterans. 2 down. As Rizzy White comes up to the plate, 2 for 3 on the day with a grand slam in the third and a hit out to center, and scored in the earlier this inning. And she'll be intentionally walked, sent over to first base. They didn't want to bother with her with a base open down there. Might as well just let her get on. So now it's bases loaded, 2 down, 11-5 in favor of Veterans, with Caitlin Haynes up, the first baseman, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to third, lined out to short, and walked and scored earlier this inning. She hits that one over to Anderson. Quick hands, throws it across the diamond to Malone to finally end the inning. 6 runs scored for Veterans here as we head to the bottom of the 5th. 11-5 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Visions Morning Show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show, and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
And we're back here at the Rock for the bottom of the 5th inning. Veterans with 6 runs in the top half after Northside knotted things up at 5 in the bottom of the 4th. Now it's 11-5 in favor of Veterans. Weatherly Ridley up to the plate. She pops one over towards third, foul, and that'll drop down. 0-1 count. Inside hits her in the shoulder or in the elbow as she reaches base now. On the hit by pitch. Ridley stays in the game to hit after being pulled out in the last inning from pitching with Weems coming in. Ridley's day ends with 4+ innings, 12 hits, 11 earned runs given up. Sydney Malone now up, who's 0 for 1 on the day. Walked and grounded out to short. She hits another one to short. Fielded cleanly by Rizzy White, who turns the quick, unassisted double play. And quickly now, it's nobody on, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th for Northside. As now the center fielder comes up, Addie Renner, who's walked and scored and flown out to center field, 0 for 1 on the day right now. 2 down, nobody out. Northside down 6 here in the bottom of the 5th, 11-5. She drops one down, goes down to first baseline, might stay, and it just trickles foul. Heads up play by Haynes at first base to let that one keep rolling. Saw that spin on that ball, knew eventually it would end up foul, and that's what it did, because otherwise Renner would have been on first base easily. The bottom 4 in this lineup for Northside with a lot of speed between Renner, Phelps, Stringfellow, and Warren. That one drops down for a ball. 1-1 count now for the Northside center fielder. Foul back towards the backstop. 2 strikes. 1-2 count, 2 down, nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th, down 6 to the visiting Veterans Warhawks. Popped out and towards the first base dugout, and it'll go out of play. She stays alive here at the battling now, still 1-2 count on Addie Renner. Into the dirt, evens it up at 2-2. Northside hoping for another one of those 2-out rallies they've had so far today. That one makes the count full now, 3-2 on the center fielder. Poked out to left field, foul. She stays alive now. We'll see the 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Still a full count on the center fielder. And she chases one down in the dirt for strike 3, as that'll end the bottom of the 5th inning. Nobody on, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Still 11-5 in favor of the Warhawks as we head to the top of the 6th here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Top of the sixth, Weems still on the mound for the Patriots as Bella Findley's up to bat. Hit an RBI hit out to center, her first at bat after coming in for the starting catcher, Haley Maloney. She had an RBI hit, came back around to score later on in the inning, last inning. She leads off this one with a foul ball, 0-1 count. That one goes into the dirt. Veterans with a 6-run lead after a little bit of back and forth. Northside started it off. 2 runs in the second to take the early lead. Then in the top half, Rizzy White with the grand slam for Veterans. Then another home run later the next inning. That one's hit out towards center field. Renner might be under it. And she's got it for the first out of the inning. First out of the inning there is now Mia Ward comes up to the plate. 1 down, nobody on. Mia Ward with the line out to second for the double play in the second inning. Grounded out to short, walked and scored last inning. 0 for 2 on the day. Pitch sails high for ball 1. Again, after the grand slam from Rizzy White, the next inning was a home run from Callie Stokes to make it 5-2. Then in the bottom of the 4th, Northside came back to tie it up at 5, and then top of the 5th, that one's gone. Sails over the scoreboard. 3rd home run of the day for Veterans as Mia Ward sends that one out. And now it's 12-5 in favor of the Warhawks. That one was a no-doubter. As now that brings up Braylon Horton, the left fielder, who's 1 for 3 on the day, flown out to center, grounded out to second, had an RBI single out to center in the last inning and came around to score. Weems giving up her first run of the game there on that hit, that home run. Again, the 3rd one on the day for Veterans after the grand slam by White, the solo shot by Stokes, and now a solo shot by Ward. That one goes back to the backstop for a ball 1. 12-5 ball game here. Weems getting some work here, and what you could think was mop-up duty, but she's pitching fairly well against a highly ranked, highly touted Veterans high school softball team. As that one goes foul, out of play, off the athletic facility. Weems getting the signal in. Toes the rubber. That one rolls up there for a ball. Two-one count now on the Veterans left fielder. Poked up the middle, past the diving glove of Fridley. Into center as Renner brings it into Sykes. Another base hit there for Horton. Brings her up to 2 for 4 on the day. Now she stands on first with one out. And Callie Stokes, the second baseman up, who hit a home run in the 4th inning. She's 1 for 3 on the day with a fly out to right and a pop up to second. And that solo shot in the 4th that gave Veterans their 5th run of the ball game. Game seems to have gotten away from Northside a little bit here. Hoping to get out of this one quickly in this inning and try to get some runs here. Get back in the dugout, get those bats swinging again. They've been known to score runs in bunches. Weems ready to pitch here. Squares around, pulls back, throw down from Williams. Gets past the glove of Fridley. I believe if it had been caught, she'd have been out. But the stolen base from Horton. Backed up by Renner there as it got past the shortstop on the throwing attempt from Kennedy Williams. Hit foul towards the third base dugout to the batter in the on-deck circle. Maddie Dubbert picks it up. Stokes steps back into the box. Runner in scoring position on second with one down now here in the top of the 6th. Again, Veterans up 12-5. Catches are out front leaning on the off-speed pitch. 2 strikes on Stokes now. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Weems with the strikeout. First strikeout of the day in the Veterans lineup. Now 2 down with a runner on second. Horton still standing there as Maddie Dubbert steps to the plate, the right fielder. 0 for 1 on the day with a line out to second. She's been hit by a pitch and scored and then walked last inning and was stranded at third base. Strike 1 from Weems. 0-1 count on Dubbert. Crazy to think that the last batter was the first strikeout from the Northside pitching staff in this game. That one hit out towards short. Fridley comes up with it, slings it across. Malone gets it for the third out. 6-3 put out, 1 run on 2 hits. 1 left on base for Veterans, 12-5 as we head to the bottom of the 6th here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And we're back here at the Rock at Northside High School. Northside down 12-5 here in the bottom of the 6th. Again, I'd like to thank Georgia Alabama Sports Live, our sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, Houston Clinic, Valley Hospitality, Houlihan's. As Layla Phelps goes to lead off for the Patriots today, 0 for 2 with a reaching on a fielder's choice and scoring and popped out to short. Takes the first pitch strike. Northside running out of outs here. As it's the bottom of the 6th, down 7. Going to have to score some crooked numbers here on the scoreboard here the next 2 innings to try and get this one at least back tied up. Grounded towards first or second. Almost runs it out. Stokes gets it over to Haynes. Beats Phelps by half a step on the 4-3 putouts. Now we got one down, nobody on. Looks like we got a pinch hitter in here now. Looks like Adelie McCray. She comes in her first bat of the game for Stringfellow. As that one's a strike. Evens the count 1-1. Into the dirt for ball 2. 2-1 count now. Popped out towards right field. Catch made. Dubbert comes up, makes the grab. Because now it's 2 down. Quick 2 outs now. As the freshman in the 9-hole, the designated player Raylan Warren comes back up. She's 2 for 2 on the day with 3 RBIs and a run scored. Freshman looking to start a 2-out rally here in the bottom of the 6th. Bring her teammates back into this ball game. Healthy cut, swing and a miss, strike 1. Down to 4 outs now, down 7 runs. That one goes into the dirt towards the backstop, even in the count at 1. That 5th inning where Veterans scored 6 runs really put a damper on this game here for Northside. As that one paints the black for strike 2. Now 1-2 count on Raylan Warren. Again, the freshman designated player for the Northside Patriots. Even in the count, 2-2s. That one goes high and outside. Pops up towards first. Catch made by Haynes for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base as we head to the top of the 7th. Still 12-5 in favor of Veterans. on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
And we're back at the Rock here for the 7th inning. Weems still on the mound for the Patriots. Came in relief in the 5th for Weatherly Ridley. 12-5 in favor of the Warhawks, the visiting team out of Kathleen, Georgia. Raven Hodges, the leadoff batter, up. She drops one down. And they're going to let that one roll. And it goes foul at the last second. Smart play there by Kennedy Williams, the catcher for Northside, to see that one rolling. Looks like it didn't want to go foul, but at the very last second it went foul, and she was quick to pick it up, make sure she got the strike. Hodridge coming in now 2 for 4 on the day with 1 run scored. Oh, 1 count now. Time called. She tries to recollect now. Steps out of the box. She gets ready to go back in. Pokes one out towards center field. Looks like Renner's going to get under it. And the first out of the inning here in the 7th. Weems doing a good job coming in relief of Ridley. And that'll bring up Maddie Kincaid, the 2-hole hitter, the third baseman for Veterans. She's 3 for 4 on the day. 2 runs scored. She ground out to short her last time up. Popped out towards the first base. Oh, just inside the foul line. Great attempt by Sykes to get there. Couldn't get to it. Fell between her and Phelps. Tough from this angle to see where it was going. I thought it was going towards the dugout there, but it stayed fair. That's how far off I was. So now we've got a runner on first here with a base hit. Kincaid's 4th of the day. That'll bring up Rizzy White. 2 for 3 on the day with a grand slam and a base hit, 2 runs scored. Walked her last time up and was stranded at first. Now 1 down, 1 on for the 3-hole hitter. She takes that one a little high for ball 1. One-0 count on the shortstop. Grounds that one towards Cassidy Anderson. Makes the throw to second. They can't get her at first, but they get the lead runner. Two outs now for Veterans, and that'll bring up Caitlin Haynes, the first baseman. 0 for 3 on the day with 2 ground outs to third, a line out to short. Walton scored in that 6th-run 5th inning. Pops one out towards left field, drops in front of Stringfellow. As she gets her first base hit of the day to bring her to 1 for 4. Rizzy White makes her way up to second. And that'll bring up the catcher, Bella Findley. 1 for 2 on the day after coming in the 5th inning with an RBI hit and a run scored and flown out to center. Again, 2 down now, 2 on. 12-5 lead in favor of the Warhawks. A little off speed, caught her off there, 0-1. Good pitch from McKenna Weems. Waiting on the pitch now. Weems back on the rubber. Ready to wind up here with 2 down in the top of the 7th. As that one goes and hits the batter. And Findley will reach first base and that'll load him up. With 2 down here, Mia Ward, who hit a solo shot last inning over the scoreboard and left to increase the Veterans lead from 11-5 to 12-5. So now 2 down, bases loaded. Weems trying to get out of this one here with the designated player up for Veterans. Grounds it towards third. Anderson scoops it up, throws it across to Malone for the 3rd out of the inning. She gets out of it, no runs. 2 hits, 3 left on as we head to the bottom of the 7th. 3 outs to go for Northside to come back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
And we're back here in the bottom of the 7th at the Rocket Northside as they look to try to plate 7. That's how many it's going to take for them to come back here. 3 outs to go as we hit the top of the lineup. Kennedy Williams up to bat. 2 for 3 on the day. Popped out to short and then had a hit out to center and a triple out to right. Her last time up, came around to score. That one's high and inside for ball 1. Poked out towards left field. Horton's under it, makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Cassidy Anderson up now for Northside. Takes that one high, ball 1. 1 down, nobody out. Veterans up 7 here with 2 outs to go to end this one. Try to drive back to Kathleen, Georgia, the victors. Strike one to even this one up, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Anderson back in the box now. Pokes one, shortstop gathers it up. White with the catch. 2 down now in the 7th inning. And with 2 outs here and Veterans up 7, go ahead and hand out our Alex Quinney, good hands, all-state player of the game. Number 88, the third baseman for Veterans. 4 for 5 on the day with 2 runs scored and a couple RBIs. As that one sails out to left, and the catch is made. Horton ends it on a great shot out in the left field by Fridley, and that's the ball game here. Again, Maddie Kincaid, our Alex Quinney, good hands, all-state player of the game. 4 for 5 with 2 runs scored. A couple of plays out in the field, a couple RBIs. And this one ends with the number 13 team in the nation coming in and taking the 7-run win, 12-5 over Northside. Not the result the Patriots wanted, but every game is a chance to get better as we get ready to head towards the end of this regular season and go into the playoffs. As Northside drops to 20-6, Veterans goes to 22-5. And with that, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, Houston Clinic, Valley Hospitality, and Hula Hands. I want to thank my guy Tyler Dykes here for keeping me in line, making sure I ain't messing up too bad. And see you next time here. This is Mike Frost signing off on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.